I'm trying to worm my way in, and of course I'm trying to ask Cheryl Wynn, who is one of the members of the Green Club, to perhaps squeeze me in. I know I haven't run one yet, but maybe I can do something. But Cheryl is a 1982 Comrades Marathon winner herself. Cheryl, just for those who don't understand what the Green Number is and how it operates, just give a bit of background.
Okay, well, the Green Number Club was actually introduced back in about 1970, I think it was 73, and it was at a time when the number of participants was beginning to wane, and they wanted a way to keep runners coming back again and again. So they introduced this concept of green numbers. If you ran 10 comrades in a row, you were awarded a permanent number. And since then, it was subsequently expanded so that you can either get a green number for winning 3 times, for finishing in the top 10 5 times, or for completing 10 Comrades Marathons. I mean, these days, tomorrow, it's really exciting because tomorrow we will probably have our first guy complete his 50th Comrades Marathon. His name's Louis Massain, and we're all looking forward to it very much. And we also have 3 women who will also hopefully be completing their 30th Comrades Marathons. And, so it's really exciting. And the reason the women are so far behind is you must remember that it was only in 1975 that this race was open to men and women of all races. So prior to that, it was a race that was exclusively for white males. And so that's why women are a little bit behind, but catching up very fast.
And what are some of the perks if somebody has a green number?
Basically you get this wonderful hospitality here at the expo, for the 3-day expo. There's also special hospitality for the Green Number runners at the finish. Your number is reserved for you for perpetuity. No one else can ever have that number. It's reserved forever. And it's just really the prestige. Other runners look up to you in awe if you've got a green number. And we now have people who have 10, 20, 30, 40, and tomorrow, very excitingly, we'll probably have somebody with a 50 Comrades, who's completed 50 Comrades Marathons.
But the Comrades is more than just a green number, isn't it, Cheryl?
Oh no, the Comrades is it's unique to South Africa. It's just got so much spirit. It's all about camaraderie. It's all about togetherness. It's about bringing people together from all walks of life. And it's about the struggle. It's about the perseverance, the sacrifice. It takes at least a year, and it takes great sacrifice and tremendous perseverance to train and be ready for this race. And once they're out there on the road, everybody's equal. It doesn't matter whether you're a CEO of a company or whether you're an unemployed person or a taxi driver or a farm worker. Everybody's in this race together, and it is absolutely just the most magic feeling to be out there. And it comes from the spectators as well. We have these hundreds of thousands of spectators along the route supporting each and every runner, and the runners are drawing energy from the spectators. And the people of KwaZulu-Natal particularly, they own this race, and they want to make sure that every single runner gets there from Maritzburg to Durban and helps them along the way.
You ran in 82. What did the race do for you as an individual from a personal point of view?
It's life-changing, and it's a very exclusive club, Comrades Marathon winners, whether the men or women. We all know each other, we all stay close together, but it's just life-changing. It changes the direction of your life. In fact, it's actually out there on that road that you discover things about yourself that you didn't know you had. You discover this inner strength and this kind of commitment, and you actually never want to let go. Every single person that's run this race, and particularly those that have won, they stay close to it and they want to give back. And it's a funny thing. As much as it's a competitive race, we also get joy out of each other's achievements.
Tomorrow, the down run. What would you be your advice?
I think that all these people that are here now, they should get home and start resting. They should have themselves a nice, quiet meal. Go to bed, just look after themselves and enjoy tomorrow. Just take it all in, have a plan. If your plan isn't working, come up with a new plan. Just make sure you enjoy the day, have a safe journey all the way to Durban. And it's just take it all in and love it.
Tomorrow the cold front is expected to bite a little bit. Any advice in terms of factoring that in?
Well, I just think runners need to have something that they're going to wear at the start, something that they're prepared to discard along the way, because you don't want to carry anything from. It needs to be something that you're ready to dispose of. But in actual fact, when you have 22,000 people and a few spectators all crammed in between a few buildings. It's amazing what body heat is generated. So I don't think it's going to be a big problem for the runners, the cold. And earlier on in this week it was forecast that it was going to be a whole lot colder than it is now actually going to be. I'm more worried about the people that are going to try to drive back to Joburg on Monday when there's forecast snow for Van Reenen's part. So that's going to be interesting. But I think the weather tomorrow is going to be great for the runners.
Have you had a peek at the route? Apparently some of the routes are tweaked a little bit.
Well, this route, I mean, these roadworks on the N3, they seem to be perpetual. I don't know exactly. I understand that there's been a lot of back and forth between Sanral and the contractors and the Comrades Marathon Association. And I'm sure everybody's pulling together to make it as perfect for the runners as they possibly can. It might not be as easy for the spectators because obviously anyone who lives in KwaZulu-Natal will know how inconvenience it's been for the last 2 or 3 years. And as long as it's cool for the runners, and I'm sure that it will be. There's been a lot of planning that's gone into it.
And I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. Do you have any favorites? Who's going to win it tomorrow, men's, women?
Well, I actually think that Khotso and Pete, I think that it's theirs to lose. I think they're both in outstanding form. But you know what? There's lots of competitors, and Comrades is a really interesting race. It does its own thing, and it takes its own toll, and there's plenty. It's one of the strongest women's field we've ever had, and I mean, we all know how strong our male ultramarathon runners are. I think it's very exciting. I don't know. I can't really predict, but I will say that it's Khotso and Pete's race to lose.
Well, there you have it. Cheryl win things. It's between Khotso and Pete Wesserman, who might take the Comrades Marathon tomorrow. But we heard Tete Dijana during the week saying that he really wants to redeem himself after the shambles that happened last year, where he finished 16th, where he cramped and had dizzy spells and literally walked over the line. So we'll have to wait and see tomorrow. Kwena, hopefully you're getting that green number.